Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to use the mineral identification gizmo to actually identify different minerals. We've been using them to figure out mineral properties, but we haven't taken those properties to the next step and identified each mineral. So I've got my mineral identification gizmo up here, and I'm going to be identifying sample A. And I've also got my mineral identification key up, because I'm going to need that. And remember, for your assignment, you're going to be filling in a data table. So it might be easiest to use your fill in your data table with your different properties and then use this key. But I'm going to show you with this one. So I've got sample A. If I look at its appearance, I'm going to say that this is glassy, because it's not shiny enough to be metallic, but it's also not pearly. And it's definitely shiny. So my first step is to figure out, is it metallic or not metallic? And you don't have to do it this way, but this might be a really good way to narrow it down. It says right here, decide if the mineral is metallic or non-metallic based on its luster and streak. The reason we might use streak is sometimes things are oxidized, meaning that they've got rust on them, so it might appear dull when it's really actually metallic. And the streak might look more metallic. So if it's non-metallic, decide if it's light or dark in color. Well, I'd say clear is a pretty light color. And then the next one, find the mineral in the list with the same density and hardness as your sample. So you might use density and hardness. You might use one. We'll see. And then check to see, your double check is that the other properties match, like the color, streak. We're not worried about acid reaction and crystal shape, but we'll give those to you in case you want them. So it says metallic minerals. We're going to scroll down for metallic minerals. Non-metallic minerals, mostly dark in color. That's not what we have. Non-metallic minerals, mostly light in color. Here we go. So there's a whole bunch of them. And you'll notice there's a whole bunch that are glassy, and it says variable in color, so they might be clear. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's at least 5 here. So that's not enough for us to figure out what color it, or sorry, what mineral it is. There's too many options still. So if we go next, we can pick a different one. I'll go with density because it's next. And remember, you have a sheet that you can write this on, but I'm just writing on a Post-it note. So it says 36.4 grams. That's my mass. And then my volume is 14 milliliters. So 36.4 divided by 14. It's 2.6. So that narrows it down because there's 1, 2, 3 minerals with a 2.6 density. It's either feldspar, although it says pink and white, pearly. That doesn't sound right. Variable dull or variable glassy. So we may have just figured out that this is quartz. But to be sure, let's test our hardness. So I'm going to move to hardness. And for some reason, this is showing up from when I did it before, which is weird, but you can see that it scratches all of these things. And the steel plate is 6.5 on Mohs hardness scale, which means that this is at least 6.6. It's something above 6.5. So if we look at our hardness, our only hardnesses that are above 6.5 are diamond, which fits our description visually, and quartz. Well, we already know that our density is not 3.5, it's 2.6 grams per milliliter, so it can't be diamond, so this matches. Our hardness matches. And streak, well, we know that if we try and streak this, our hardness is too hard for a streak, but let's try just to be sure. Yep, no streak. So if we had gone to streak next, we still wouldn't know if it was the diamond or the quartz, because they both have no streak and they're both hard enough. But since we did density, now we are 100% sure this is quartz. And you can type your mineral name into this where it says type mineral name, and then click submit. And for some reason that didn't work. Oh, that's because I already did it without closing the gizmo. So it says number of answers correct, 1, because it's because this is quartz. So I guess if you've already tested it, it's not going to show up as correct again, but it will turn green if it's correct, and it'll tell you in this box right here if it's not. So now we know, based on the mineral properties, that this is in fact quartz. So that's how you use the key and how you use the gizmo to figure it out. Hopefully this was helpful. Have a great day.